And now, for your listening entertainment, I present to you the Movie Bluffs.
I'm Frosty.
And I'm Hondo, and we are the Movie Bluffs.
Podcast where we watch the beginning and the end of a movie, and we make up the middle. This week, we're doing Sputnik on Hulu. If you want to watch it first, go do that and then come back.
It's a classic.
I watched
classic 2020 Russian film.
I was going to say 2020.
A vintage 2020 Russian film.
It's an instant classic. Yeah, it's like white. Yeah, what is that? What is the wine I always used to drink? White Zinfandel, the real cheap stuff, not Carlo Rossi. Because Carlo Rossi
Yellowtail?
That's the
Carlo
Rossi's. Carlo Rossi's usually a vintage 2020. That's what I'd consider this movie based on my initial impressions. It's a nice Carlo Rossi.
It's got good oaky notes and some copper flavors.
And it's really cheap.
It's really cheap. But not this movie, though. This was pretty well done for production value.
I guess you're right. You know what? Scratch all that I just said. I watched the beginning this week, and it opens in a little spacecraft. Oh. And there's two astronauts, and one's singing this song that's like a million something scarlet roses,
99 Luft Balloons by Goldfinger.
So. I'm pretty sure that's a different European country.
Oh.
So singing, and then he's like, "Oh, come on, sing with me," or should I command that you're psychologically impaired still? And he's like, just do it. And then he's like, when I get home, and they're talking about all the stuff they're gonna do when they get home, because they're about to get down from whatever the little spacecraft they're in, and they start coming through the stratosphere, and but then they come to a slow as their parachute comes out, and they start hearing this walking on top of their spacecraft, and they're looking up, and it's all mysterious.
Oh, no.
They're looking at the hatch door, and it's zooming in on the hatch door as you hear something walking up towards it. Then it cuts to a farm field at night where you can see the landed spacecraft, and a farmer's walking out to them. He comes up on one of the astronauts. The whole back of his head is eaten. It's open.
Oh.
Yeah. Nobody warned me about that.
Like a good old bowl of Campbell's chicken noodle soup, you know?
I couldn't help but slow down my breakfast eating when I did it. Which was a shame. I was eating Fiesta potatoes. I got the recipe for Taco Bell Fiesta potatoes, and I've been putting them in everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good, though. It's like I want to get the Popeyes seasoning, and then I can just sprinkle everything and make it taste like Popeyes. Eggs with Popeyes.
Yeah. Everything's going to be with chicken.
This cucumber? No, it's really just seasoned like Popeyes, so it tastes like Popeyes. Just colder and wet.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. And Okay. Back of his head is eaten. The other astronaut's crawling out of the spacecraft, and he's all bloodied up, and he looks up at the farmer, and his eyes are all black.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then it cuts to an official hearing. It's not quite trial yet. It's just you find out quickly it's just a doctor that's being lightly tried for an alternative method to helping some patient, where I guess she held him underwater for a minute and nearly drowned him. But
Well,
she was
that's
saying,
how you teach the kids how to swim. Is that really worthy of the legal action?
it was more like she was saying there was psychological trauma from his mom being overbearing, and that was causing seizures. And this thing she just did, like, it helped. And she's like, I was doing things right. And
Waterboard your child, people. You heard it first.
you take that from us, the Movie Bluffs.
Take it.
We fully
Sponsored by BetterHealth.com. Waterboard your child.
And me and two buddies of mine waterboarded each other to feel what it felt like. It was it was kind of wild.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we didn't do it long enough that it would actually be dangerous.
You don't get pneumonia
so
real
more just held our breath. It just felt weird, like being splashed with like having so much water for so long going on our face.
Were you able to calm it down?
No, we filled a PVC pipe with water, and we'd this long PVC pipe, and we'd just hold that over them, so they had to go the length of the PVC pipe.
It's like a beer chug, but not at all. It's a torture chug.
So she's being tried. She walks out, and this guy who is like watching from one of the walkways above the hearing finds her and is like, "We need your help with something." And they're like, "You're the only one that can that can help, and we'll take care of the review board. You know, if you come do it." And then they hop in a helicopter, and they're flying away.
No, nice. That's very nice. Take them on a little helicopter ride.
There's a lot of it was a very slow scene in the beginning inside the spacecraft. I think they're trying to set up the calmness of it.
Yeah, they were singing
Before.
nothing's calmer than coming down from the stratosphere, in a spacecraft with your buddy who's mentally insane, apparently.
I've heard you say that a few times before. That's what you always say.
Yeah, that's basically like my go-to when I think of like calming things. I just immediately go, coming down into the
Spacecraft.
stratosphere in a trapped in a small compartment with a crazy person.
Yeah.
It really helps me realize how sane I am.
Yeah, there's so much craziness around you that you seem so serene.
Yeah. So mine opens with Russian Bruce Willis kicking in the door.
This is
The military guy
talking to her.
Okay, yeah.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, it's everybody speaking fluent Russian, and then is that Bruce Willis
Also speaking fluent Russian? I had to Wikipedia what his nationality was. I was like, maybe he actually is Russian, but he's not. So Russian Bruce Willis kicks in the door to a scientist. I don't know who he was. He had a very short-lived scene because the Russian Bruce Willis said, "Hey, we have the information that we need from you for your whatever scientific exploits. Now we don't need you." And then shoots him with like a submachine gun,
Oh.
one and done, he's just like, but he added in a couple 20 bullets,
That's a great opener for you.
Yeah. Just comes in the door. He's like, well, we already have your research information. That's it. I was like, all right. Well, that's how it goes.
Bye-bye.
It's a science, So then the scene goes to like a factory where the military is trying to get these two people. It's a guy and a girl, like a man and woman, and they're both kind of like hiding on two separate ends behind some sort of warehouse materials, like a box or something, some sort of whatnot. So the military is coming after them. They're about to like get to them. They're shooting, how military does. And then the guy says, "Oh, like pass me the syringe." And the girl, slides it over. He takes it, and then his eyes go black. And so that's the black guy incident, and so he goes and like eyes open, fully black. And then an alien crawls out from the side of where the guy was. And it's just like dripping, like really gooey looking alien, but he's also like sticks. He kind of looks like, I want to say like a spider in the face, but like if a spider was lanky and skinny. Just imagine me as like a spider, you know, and he's got some sort of like the Velociraptor from, or no, not the raptor, the one from Jurassic Park that goes like opens up the gills sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of built like that, but a little bit longer. And so he comes out, he's all slimy. I don't know where he came from, but he definitely came from the guy's side. So, you know, that's just, you know, alluding to something there. But the alien comes out, they're like, what the hell is that, you know? And this alien's just all slimy and like kind of like, oh shit, I just came out of like this dude maybe, and then jumps at them, like immediately annihilates like the entire army, you know? And then Bruce Willis comes up, he says, what the heck's going on here? Realizes like there's a ton of men dead. He says, you know what, I gotta take care of this myself. Goes in there. Smoke bombs everywhere, so you can't really see. So he just walks into the smoke, which is incredibly reckless. I would not do that. I don't know. I don't care if you're a military general or not. Go in with more tact next time. You know, like jump on a box. You know, look above the smoke. You know, do something more.
Yeah. Or like the alien probably doesn't use sight as its method of like finding
it has
people.
eyes, but I mean, come on, it's an alien, dude. He's probably got more than just sometimes he probably just closes his eyes. He's like, I don't really need these. These are just so it looks like I'm an alien, you know, I guess. But so he walks in, immediately just unloads. Then it goes to a scene where the guy lost his arm. And so he's just there, my arm's gone. And then the alien thing is laying on the ground too. So it's like they both got fucked up in the battle. And then they're just laying on the ground. And then the girl and the guy leave and they're driving down a road. Like they took like a military van and they're driving down like an empty dirt road. So that kind of leaves that there. And then the military guy comes back. So they're like, they stop. The guy that had taken the syringe starts like throwing up blood and stuff. And she's like, oh no, like this isn't good. I can help you or whatever. Takes him out of the car, lays him down. But then the military guys show up and they're like, look, we killed this fucking alien dude in your face, you know? But they open the gate, of course, because why wouldn't you just open the gate to show that the alien's dead as opposed to just showing it in the cage? So then the guy's like laying on the ground, almost dying. The girl's like, oh no, like, I guess like you guys won. The Bruce Willis guy grabs her shoulder, I think pressure points her. And she's just like, oh, fuck, you know, and like kneeling down. And that makes the dude that's dying pissed. But he's still all black eyed and going crazy. So he's like, rah! And then the alien that they left the gate out, of course, is like, oh, now I'm awake again because it looked like I was dead, but I'm not now. And then attacks everyone, goes to Bruce Willis guy, slashes his face, and literally just, you know, half bowl, like how you said in the intro. It's just a sliced face.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, like a soup bowl. You could use it at Panera if you would like.
No.
You know,
no, I wouldn't like.
You have like the regular bowl, small, medium, Russian general size. You know, and so he gets slashed.
Like it, love it, Russian general.
Russian general. This is not KFC. This is Russian general. So he is dead, clearly. The girl goes back to the guy and is like, oh no, like, are you okay? Obviously you're still kind of dying or whatever. And the alien is walking up behind her, like kind of crawling. He crawls very low to the ground. And then he goes and just kind of like barfs a little bit. I don't know if that was like him trying to talk or something, but he's just kind of like if you know when dogs burp and they kind of keep it in their mouth. They're just like, yeah. That's kind of what he did. Huh. And she's like, weird. Okay. And then looks away because this alien crawls into the dude's mouth.
Oh my God.
He goes, burp, burp, burp. You know, so I don't know if it was like a
How big is this alien?
Way too big to be crawling in the dude's mouth. Like it doesn't seem physically impossible, but maybe it's super slimy when it comes out, so maybe it just slimes up again and slips in real quick, you know. Just the tip, you know, but the whole body. It's a whole alien. So goes in the guy, and then the lady's like, we can fix you, you know, like, don't worry, we can separate you two, because she had said earlier to the general, like, they're already symbiotic, whatever, you can't fucking, it's done, they're connected. I don't know. And so
she wasn't scared of the alien attacking her.
No, it didn't seem like it. She was kind of like, oh, you're like right behind me, but not really like, oh, you're going to kill me. Because I think she already knew they were connected somehow.
That's weird.
Because when he got mad, the alien was like, fuck it, I'm going to kill you motherfuckers again. But like, it looked like he was dying at first, but then, you know, second wind or something. And so the alien slips in. The girl's just talking to the guy now and saying like, we can fix you, we can help you. And he's like, no, like, I'm already separated from it. And then he shoots himself in the gut. And then he's just, he just slumps over. At first I was like, did he shoot himself? Because they didn't show any gun or any kind of like shot. It was just a, and then I was like, did he shoot him though? And then you slide and then you see the tire full of blood. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he did.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is right at the end. For some reason, it doesn't, I don't know. It goes to like an orphanage where a kid's in a wheelchair and he's wearing like raggedy shoes and he's talking to like the nun at the orphanage. And she's like, okay, you can only play in like the complex. And so she gives him a pair of like new like sneakers. They kind of look like blue Pumas. They're real clean. And so he puts them on and I'm like, wait a minute, is this like some sort of one of those Miracle I Can Walk movies? Because he puts them on and then he kind of like stumbles out of the wheelchair and then he's like walking and shit. And yeah. And so then the same lady comes to this orphanage, the one that was with the dude. I don't know, man. The end was kind of confusing at that part because it just turned into a whole nother movie. Mike. Yeah. He just looks down. He's just tying his little shoes. And then levitates immediately. And but so the lady comes and picks him up, and the nun is like, all right, well, like, be a good boy or whatever. And he's like, I'm not a boy. My name's Tanya. And then that's it. And that's the movie.
All right. So beginning ends with the farmer. Oh, no. It ends with the woman in the helicopter. And then maybe they're flying. I think they're flying up a mountain, right?
All right.
And they're like, they get to the summit of it where there's this whole base set up where people have been mining. And he like leads her in and says like, we've been doing expeditions into this mountain originally to find precious minerals, but we found something we can't quite understand. But it's a pair of blue Pumas.
We found something we can't quite understand, but it's far more valuable than the diamonds we've been mining.
They looked so fly that we all had to try on. We all had to try on the Pumas, and it seemed like nothing was happening. But one of our disabled miners
gets pushed around in one of the mining carts and just has to.
Yes, we're an all-inclusive workplace. We don't discriminate against anything. One of our miners is in a wheelchair, and it yielded incredible results when he put on the Pumas.
He was able to walk. He was still kind of a little bit janky with his walking, but he was able to walk.
As soon as he got 10 feet, a woman we'd never seen before came and picked him up and started carrying him away. Thankfully, he took the Pumas off and threw them back before she could get too far.
He said, here, wait, these are your guys's. You got to do something with them.
He seemed comfortable with the woman. She walked down the mountain and we never saw them again.
We walked down the mountain and we saw her send the Tanya to the orphanage from the mountain. From the top of the mountain, Tanya. we could see that. She got put in the orphanage.
Yes. We all thought she was a boy, but boy, were we wrong.
It was in fact a Tanya.
We're all inclusive.
We're all inclusive here. And you can disabled, turn disabled.
We're pretty forward thinking for 1983 Soviet Russia. I'd say
we don't discriminate. We need the work. We need the workers. We're nice, but we're also still driving a workforce of miners.
We still have to find precious metals, so I was actually hoping you could just take these and figure them out.
So do they let Tanya keep the shoes then?
Wait, is this woman Tanya or is the person who walked away Tanya?
No, did Tanya walk away?
Well, a woman came and picked Tanya up and walked down the mountain.
Oh, okay. And then Tanya let the military have the shoes still?
Yeah, threw them back. So these are yours.
Said, oh, don't forget
these. Are yours.
And then wait, what if they got them? They're like, no, you were chosen. Throws them back to Tanya.
And then Tanya says, no, really.
No.
You keep
You're
them.
too much.
You found them. They say, don't do this.
Don't
Come
you
on.
do this, Tanya. They can help you walk.
Well, okay.
Fine. Pops them on.
But
they both walk down the mountain.
They walked down the mountain, but thinking back on it, I would actually really like them back. So I'm going to need you to go and find Tanya.
And this is to Bruce Willis, right? They're telling Bruce Willis, the military guy.
Bruce Willis took this woman. She was being tried for trying to drown that child.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, you obviously don't give a fuck about children. So do whatever it takes to go get those pumas back.
Dang. And she said, got it. I'm on the job.
She said, got it. Hey, have you heard the news? Another alien guy was brought down.
Got it. By the way, you hear about that spaceship that crashed and the aliens?
They're like, oh, yeah, the aliens doing their thing. We got bigger fish to fry.
We got to find these pumas again.
Speaking of such, it's Fried Fish Fridays. Would you like to stick around in the mining camp?
We're making some oily tilapia.
We're making some rock cod.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
There's no other fish that I could
stick around if you want. He says, got a blast. And he walks away.
Says, no, thanks. I'm an anti-pescatarian. All right, so who takes Tanya down the mountain? Another lady? The nun?
No, some woman picked Tanya up and
just
carried her away at the end, right?
Yeah. That was the one, the lady with the other guy.
Oh, that was the woman who's being tried?
I don't know. Is it?
Okay.
It was like a 30 to 20 something year old woman.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe she can't take Tanya down the mountain.
No. I think the woman that was being tried for possible murder might have been the same one that was in that base you were talking about, seeing the guy shoot himself in the gut.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, so this is just some woman.
All right. So this is just some random woman that's like, all right, we got to carry you down. She's the one that carries him down, or her down the mountain at the end of the day. All right, your shift's done, Tanya.
Well, they've never seen her before. It was something to do with the pumas. They put on the pumas, and not only could they walk, but some woman appeared they'd never seen before and carried them away.
Says, you know what? Why don't I help you walk down the mountain? So she's she's kind of like, you should be concerned about her, right? She's just kind of, seems like she's in it for the pumas.
Yes. And then the title card fades in. Sputnik. The search for the lost pumas.
The search for those sweet blue pumas.
Sputnik and the philosopher's pumas.
Harry Sputnik and the goblet of 2 pumas.
And the gobbledygook.
Sputnik and the gabagool of pumas. So do they make it down the mountain?
Does it follow them, or does it follow the woman that was brought up to try and find Tanya? Where are we at with this story?
Maybe it should follow the woman. Because it ends with the woman going back to Tanya. So maybe the person taking Tanya down the mountain is the nun from the orphanage. And the woman only has visitation rights because she tried to murder her child.
I see. So this is the mom.
Yeah.
I see. And the mom doesn't want Tanya walking.
No.
Give her too much independence.
No. And she was in between Bruce Willis and Tanya while they were tossing around the pumas because she's like, Tanya can't be walking. And then,
monkey in the middle.
Yeah, she's got like the
mommy in the middle.
The Stockholm syndrome where the Gypsy Rose where she doesn't want to see her kid walk, you know, she wants to take care of
Rose, that's empty nest.
What?
It's empty. It's like empty nest syndrome.
Oh
yeah, like
yeah.
Without the kid.
I was like, is that like a brunch spot or
Stockholm's when you fall in love with your captor?
Oh right. So yeah, empty nest syndrome. So she's like, no, I got to take care of her. No.
Yeah.
So she gets the pumas though. Anyway, the pumas go straight to Tanya. Tanya says,
"I see.
All right, I'll walk down the mountain with you, nun.
All right.
Back to the orphanage."
There were two sets of tracks along the beach, and where you only see one set of tracks is where you took off your pumas and I had to carry you. So are you familiar with that old Christian? All right. Just making sure you got it.
So Tanya's got the pumas. They're walking hand in hand with the nurse. The mom is pissed. She says, "Oh, she can't be independent. She can't be walking. That's crazy."
So she goes to track. She follows them. Tries to track them down, but the snow was too much. It was too much on top of the mountain.
It started snowing immediately. Flash blizzard.
And this nun can run fast.
Yeah. This nun's actually snowboarding down the mountain at this point. She says, the flash snow blizzard hit. Let me just slap these on. Tanya doesn't have her snowboard because she couldn't walk before this. So she just carrying Tanya down. And that's the classic Christian proverb where it's one trail of snowboard tracks down the mountain. And the other one wasn't there because Tanya wasn't able to walk prior. So,
and she's like snowboarding down, carrying Tanya. Cuts to a shot of her hitting this jump.
Yeah,
it's like a 900 board grab.
It's super sick. There's classic alternative rock music playing.
She pops a Red Bull, straps on a GoPro,
does a full backflip off of like a cliff face of the mountain. It's like a 28 feet drop. Just
she's going through the air, and oh my God, her snowboard fell off, and everybody watching is like, but then she busts out the flying squirrel suit.
Oh shit! Tanya's just hanging on for the ride. She's
just barely hanging on.
Nun, you're crazy. I know, right? So the nun's flying in a squirrel suit.
Nuns flies away, and the mom says, "Oh, well, shit.
Well, I definitely can't catch that sickness because that was legit."
She's heading towards the North Star. I'll just have to follow that to be my guiding light. She walks off.
Did you go to church this week?
So this woman is just on a trek to find the nun now.
Yeah. What's Bruce Willis doing? Is Bruce Willis just like, she seemed kind of pissed about that?
Yeah, he's taking care of the mining camp.
Yeah.
You know,
You got to go make the fish, the rockfish.
eventually he hears too much about the alien news, and he's like, I guess I should go help.
Yeah. I should probably, I'm the chief command, but also I run this mining town over here, but
As a hobby.
I think I should go back to my main post.
I guess I should go help with the alien.
All right.
So he goes off to snowboarding, wingsuiting, the whole deal.
Yeah, that's the only way down the mountain. It's
yeah, it's a sheer rock face at one point.
It's basically just rock face that you have to wingsuit off of because can't
steam
snowboard
whistle
that.
goes off. A steam whistle goes off. Everybody shifts over. Everybody straps on their wingsuits and their snowboards.
They say, "All right, see you later."
That should be pretty sweet.
That would be pretty good. Just lose a couple
everybody
people every
wingsuiting
year.
out of there. Yeah, they sign a contract.
They are mine workers, so it's like it's already a dangerous job, and this is just a piece of cake to them.
God, thank God Tanya actually got those Pumas because, I can't imagine snowboarding and wingsuiting in a wheelchair.
They actually just sent her down on one of those old, rickety wooden sleds with the metal bars on the side. They just kind of chucked her down every day. Bottom. Yeah. Whoa, look at Tanya, dude. She's taking on the full cliff face, and she's just scraping all the way down.
I mean, I feel like that is a Red Bull thing. I can't remember if I've actually seen that or not, but it was extreme wheelchairing. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking. I don't think it's Red Bull, but it was one of those X Games ramps that are just
the mega
100 feet
ramps.
tall, and they do tricks in their wheelchair.
Yeah,
it's go down. Yeah, it's freaking wild.
Yeah,
so just picture that, but with Tanya.
So they just give her a wheelchair, and they're like, "You got this, dude." She's like, "Yeah, I got it." Just full flat mountain face that she's just rolling down. It's all rock.
So, are we following the mother now?
So now we're off to the mother's journey to find Tanya, who's breakdancing somewhere with her dope shoes. There's just bits and pieces of Tanya just doing things with her new Pumas.
She's just doing all the things that she never could.
Yeah, she's just enjoying her life now.
She went skydiving. She went
Rocky Mountain climbing.
And that was just to get to work. Anyways, what were you saying?
So the mom's pissed. She's got to go find her kid because she's having too much freedom. And she's breakdancing, dude. Tanya's out there breakdancing.
She's using her binoculars.
She's doing tray flips. Yeah, she's got long distance binoculars because she can't get down the mountain. She's got to figure out. It's taken her some time to get down this mountain.
And she worked a tray flip into her breakdance routine.
Yeah,
which is freaking wild.
It was actually crazy. Rodney Mullen showed up and was like, "Whoa, you got some sick moves, dude."
Her mom comes up and she just super professional parkours off. She's like, God damn those feet of hers.
Dang it. So she just parkours, does a jump down a bridge face and is like, fuck you, Mom. You're not taking away my freedom.
Scaling brick walls.
Like one of those action movies where they use way too much parkour. It's just
yeah.
You could have just went around that mailbox, but she did a back roll over it and then did a backflip off of the mailbox too. It's that definitely took a lot more time than just going around it.
Mom comes up and she kicks her Tanya kicks her skateboard up, bops the mom in the nose.
What's up, Mom? You here to try and take these bad boys?
Also, did you hear about that alien? It's
all Also, what's going on with
yeah.
those aliens?
Oh, somebody's taking care of that. But yeah, I am here to take those bad boys.
Yeah, give me those shoes. You have too much. I need to take care of you for the rest of your life. She says, no. No, Mom. Heck off.
You have to let go.
You have to let go. Like I'm about to let go on the dance floor. does a back handspring into some dope breakdancing moves, and then does the split
into the crowd.
Yeah, right. Jumps over the crowd straight into the circle, the dance circle that was happening, and they're like, "Whoa, it's Tanya!"
Does splits into a crowd surf, so she's holding splits as they're carrying her off away from.
And she's got 2 middle fingers up to her mom, saying, "Later, Mom." Try and catch me through this crowd of fans.
Tanya.
She gets off the crowd, goes into a Red Bull bus, and just shuts the door.
What's up? It's Tanya.
Yeah, what's up? It starts filming a little Instagram video real quick.
Vlog.
Yo, what's up, dude? Just said fuck you to my mom. She keeps trying to take these shoes that help me walk, and I'm not
just
having
too
it.
motherfucking fly.
I'm just the motherfucking shit. Anyways, I'm off to go snowboard in the Andes.
Mom looks down at her own shoes, and there are these, old busted, raggedy,
busted ass flats, some like
loafers.
teacher flats too.
Yeah,
they look like they
says,
stink.
Maybe I am just jealous. Maybe it's time to do a little shopping for myself.
She says, maybe I am a hater, as Tanya says.
She brings up an old friend. Trisha, let's hit the mall.
What music plays for the mall montage?
She's already at the mall. She's already there. She's like, meet me at the mall. She looks around, looks at the Orange Julius. Woman turns around on the phone. She's like, I'm already here. And they look at each other shaking their heads.
And then in comes, pump up the jams, pump it up. So they're just sipping Orange Julius, trying on clothes, trying on dresses, shoes.
Oh yeah. Pump up the jam,
pump it up,
pump it.
Trying to pump it.
So Trisha says, so the mom, what have you been doing for all these years?
So what's up, the mom? Why'd you all of a sudden call me up? Weren't you almost in jail for drowning your child?
I was.
I'm going to be honest with you, Trish. Yes.
But I thought it might help her get over the psychological trauma of me being overbearing.
It was the only way, and it actually worked. So they let me off with a warning.
It actually works. She's fully independent.
She's definitely independent.
She got stolen by this nun. I've had the craziest week, Trisha. I climbed up this mountain in order to take my girl back because she was working and not living at home with me. And she's been in a wheelchair her whole life. She put on these crazy shoes and walked away, and then a nun stole her and snowboarded and wingsuited down the mountain.
It was super sick, but also I'm really sad about it. So
it was so crazy.
Anyway, so now I'm here getting new shoes because Tanya's found independence. And I'm not coping well.
That sucks. That sucks, girl.
Wow, that fucking sucks. We should go get more Orange Julius and keep on shopping.
That's why I fucking hate nuns.
Honestly, I hate nuns and I hate kids with independence. That's literally why I sent my kid to juvie for no reason.
If I could count... let me start that sentence over.
Editor, note to editor, please.
Can you please make me look smart?
I can fucking count on my one finger.
If I could count on my one finger, then girl, I get to say you're number one.
All I can say is
worry about you.
You're the mom of the year, and I'm gonna buy you this mug that says "number one mom."
Oh,
Trisha, you know exactly how to make me feel better about my daughter's independence.
Kids suck. Let's go hit the club. But first, we gotta change those busted yes flats.
Get those flats and throw them where they belong. Flat out in the trash.
I was gonna say what I always say: take those flats and put them up your ass. You know what I'm saying?
How about those aliens, though? Crazy.
Did you hear about those crazy aliens?
I hear they're like getting in people or something. I don't know.
One almost got me. I went on this Tinder date and he showed up and his eyes were all black. And I was like, ugh, taken over by an alien.
Like, why would you even show up to the date if you were taken over by an alien already?
God, it's so annoying.
God, typical men being taken over by aliens. Am I right?
You're right.
Why can't I find a decent, un-alien full man?
Let's go get a hot dog on a steak. So they're getting, they're getting shoes. And they're like, oh my God, Puma store. When did this come? They're like, Pumas are the ones that friggin' Tanya, my daughter, that's her name.
Fucking Tanya wears.
Yeah, that's the ones that she put on.
Stupid fucking brand that made her cooler than me.
Let's go check them out. And they go in there and they're like, whatever, just show us some shoes. And he's like, okay, we got ones for running, we got ones for sport. We just got a shipment of magic Pumas in. I guess they found them in a mine. Yeah, these grant you can do crazy parkour and shit, I guess.
Yeah, they make you do fucking dope shit, even if you're like paraplegic. You just start walking. It's all good. And so he's going through the shoes. He says, we also have like soccer cleats. And she's like, wait, did you say magic Pumas?
Trisha says, did you say it was for running?
Trisha's a bit behind. She says, wait a minute. What?
I think I'd like to run.
Maybe I should run.
Yeah.
So Trisha runs away.
Hold on.
Trisha just starts running off.
She ran away. I think like they ran out of budget for Trisha. For her to have any more lines.
They didn't want to kill her off, so they just made her run away.
she bought some running shoes and ran away real quick.
She said, "Oh, these are perfect. Look at how fast I can run," and then never came back in the whole movie.
She says, got a blast.
She says, Puma you later. Put me in these shoes and I'm out of here.
Poo me.
Puma in these shoes. So then, so the mom says, classic character.
Magic Pumas?
The mom, magic Pumas. Yeah.
Yes.
They're blue and magic.
Blue
magic Pumas.
Tanya was wearing blue.
She remembers
Pumas.
back to some of the sick tricks that Tanya was doing. She's like, wait a minute, which shoes was she?
I never taught her to break dance.
I never taught her to walk.
Wow. So she didn't need the wheelchair. She just was never taught how to walk.
She remembers Tanya saying, "Fuck you, Mom. Me and these blue Pumas are out of here." She's like, "Blue Pumas, right?
Blue Pumas,
blue magic Pumas, blue
Poo magic.
Blue. What color were her shoes? Tomb.
Green. No.
Red. Goes to the primer. Yellow.
Orange.
Trisha runs by for the one last time and says, "Blue." That was all the money they had for Trisha. They definitely stretched their budget for that one last line.
They silent filmed it where she like yells it and then it cuts to a card of like what she said. This is blue. And then it has a little picture on the side of a producer like pulling out his pockets and they're empty and like a moth is flying.
It's like a little clip art picture in the main frame.
So she says, "Blue, I'll take him."
Blue magic. Awesome.
All right. What is it? 1983? We ate 20 rubles. What's the Soviet Russian currency and what's our inflation?
So she's got the shoes. She starts hitting the BMX circuit and the action sports circuit. Because Trisha's on tour, or Tanya's on tour right now, out with Red Bull. So the only way her mom can get to her is by being pretty freaking sick at action sports.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She sees a kid with a Razor scooter and she says, "Give me that. Give me that."
And then she's still in.
Is that a Spark bar? She's back. Give me that.
Sick. Get out of the way. So she hits the first escalator she sees with the sick little razor slide. You know, she grinds the escalator because she's got the power of the Pumas, baby. She's ready to rip it. You know, so she's doing some tail whips, some wheelies.
Is she starting to catch up to Tanya?
No, she's just doing tricks in the mall because she's got this newfound power through the Pumas. But
she's just feeling herself right now.
But then a rep for Rockstar energy drinks says, "Whoa, you're pretty good. We're trying to expand our action sports division, and we have a big competition with the Red Bull team coming up. Would you want to join?" And then the mom says, "Wait, Tanya's on the Red Bull team. I'm going to join and I'm going to beat Tanya, and then she has to give me the shoes so she can not walk."
So he whips out a bunch of paperwork and she signs it all lickety split.
Yeah, lickety split real quick. It's all actually, it's one form and then there's 100 yellow forms that just kind of, so the ink just seeps through. So she signed one and then it's done.
It's like, it's like a pen that's just like globbing out ink. So as it goes through, it just goes through everything.
Squeezy glitter pen that you just kind of, and that'll go through the rest of the sheet. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. This is our faster paperwork system because we got to get you to this competition.
We got to get you there quick.
Those skills, we need them now.
I'll hop on your scooter. You take us there.
It's just a business suit, man. Like, let's go.
Holding on to the back.
But he's wearing a beanie because he's like cool, you know? So he's in the action sports. So
business casual.
So Tanya's at the top of a half pipe and sees her mom scooting in with the Rockstar guy. Says, "What the heck? Is that my mom?" So the mom steps up to the top of the half pipe. And then the announcer says, "This is it, folks. What you've been waiting for, the Rockstar Red Bull half pipe competition of this decade. We've got
any mode of transportation allowed.
Any mode: snowboard, squirrel suit, skis, skateboard, Heelys." A banana peel that you're just really good at riding and slipping down.
Oh, yeah.
You can,
but watch out.
If you can tray flip a peel, then that's for real.
then it's a done deal. You get first.
Here at the Rockstar Red Bull competition, we have our one best rider from each team. For Red Bull, it's Tanya. And for Rockstar, we have the mom. Woo! Editor, please edit in some loud crowd noises.
Yeah, as loud as we're allowed to do.
Yeah. So they're ready
there
to
they
go.
are. Chop the ramps. And then they're looking down and up at each other and down and
Back up.
Maybe Tanya has this back up one more time. Tanya has this realization like, well, the pumas didn't make me not scared of heights. She looks out and she looks around and sees the nun, and she's like, the nun's like, don't do it.
Don't. I can tell your vibe's off. Don't do it, Tanya.
Tanya says, okay.
All right.
And she climbs down and walks down the stairs.
The mom,
ladies and gentlemen, your winner due to forfeit, the mother.
The mother. Yeah. Tanya's like, man.
The mom's so happy. She's like, I didn't need my daughter all along.
So
I needed to love myself.
Tanya's just leaving. She's dragging her skateboard. She's saying, man, the nun's like, don't worry, dude. We'll go back to the orphanage. You can put on your comfy shoes and get back in the wheelchair to your regular life. You know, it's all a little bit too much, too fast. You can come back next year for the Red Bull Rockstar competition. She says, you know what? You're right.
Announcer says, quick news update too. We just got word in that the alien has been shot. He crawled into a man's mouth and he shot himself in the gut. So one more alien down.
One more alien down. That's one for the humans and 1,196 for the aliens.
The aliens. Yep. We finally got one.
We finally got one. So it's a party. There's champagne.
It's a great time.
The mom's happy. She's found her independence from her daughter without the need for waterboarding.
Yeah, I didn't need that stinky old daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope she's at the orphanage sad or something. And so,
but you know what? Maybe I'll give that old kid, that old brat a visit.
maybe I'll just visit her for one last time to rub it in her face that I won.
Yeah. Maybe I gotta carry her off and show her my trophy.
Yeah. So she shows up to the orphanage and has a slight change of heart. Says, you know what? I think I'll adopt my daughter back. And I think we'll just go back to a regular old life. And we'll both have pumas.
She says, what's her name again?
What's her name?
Was it Trisha?
Was it?
I feel like there's a Trisha in my story arc somewhere.
Was
that my daughter?
Was that my daughter or was that my old friend? Who even was that?
Walter?
Bruce.
That's it.
Bruce.
Bruce. Willie.
Puma.
Bruce.
I'm here to pick up my
Sounds
daughter,
right.
Bruce, please.
Bruce.
The nun
right.
recognizes the mom. You mean Tanya? Yeah.
Bruce. I'm pretty sure it was Bruce.
Might have been Bruce, but whatever you say, I think. Probably Tanya.
Thanks for listening in. That was Sputnik, to the best of our knowledge.
To keep up with us, follow us on Instagram at The Movie Bluffs.
If you have questions or comments, email us at themoviebluffspodcast@gmail.com.
That was The Movie Bluffs podcast at gmail.com.
Puma you later.